Good morning. Good to see you here this morning. And welcome to our community meditation. And good morning to all of you online. Thank you for being with us as we connect in consciousness. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones so that we may have an uninterrupted experience together. Today's meditation is a blend of spoken word and silence. Silence for that time of contemplation. It's accompanied by some beautiful music and will last just about 15 minutes. So I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and begin to relax, allowing the worries, the busy thoughts to drop away, and begin to center yourself as you focus on your breath. And as you breathe in, recognize that you cannot breathe a future breath. And you are not able to breathe a past breath. Every breath you take is in this present moment. As you breathe, recognize the presence of the love, peace, joy, and beauty that is present in this moment, in this place. For they are always present in every moment. For that is the presence of Source of all creation. It's the presence of the divine. I call it God. Imagine breathing into your heart space. As you inhale, envision warmth and light filling your chest, bringing a sense of ease. Let each breath draw in love, peace, joy, and beauty, infusing your entire being with gentle kindness. Think about someone or something or even an event that evokes a feeling of appreciation, a feeling of gratitude. It might be simply just to appreciate your heartbeat or your lungs that breathe in the air and disperse it throughout your body. Maybe it is something you have done or experienced. As you feel this sense of appreciation, breathe a little slower and notice how you begin to feel more centered and your body feels more peaceful and calm. I love you. Think about these words as if it were for the very first time. I love you. 3 simple words, a common trinity of words. I love you. Allow yourself to look at these words as if it were for the very first time. Let their meaning settle into your being. I love you. Ask yourself, what do the words "I love you" mean to me? Reflect on how deeply these words resonate within you and how they shape your experience of connection. How many other ways do you say "I love you" in a day? It might be with the words, "I appreciate you," "I see you," "I hear you," "I'm proud of you," "I've got you." If any disruptive old thoughts or feelings such as sorrow or fear, grief, anger, or shame come up, see them through the eyes of compassion. Hold them gently, cradle them in love, honor them, and allow them to heal. Say to them, "I see you. I love you." Then release them and let them go. Recognize the givingness of God's eternal, unconditional love, loving you through and through and through, including all of your doubts, your fears, or your burdens. Loving you unconditionally, finding nothing to hinder or restrict that love. Continue breathing in the beauty of God's love, divine love, and say back to the divine, "I love you." As you breathe in, remember how much God, the divine, loves you, and open yourself to receive divine love. Allow God to love you. As you breathe out with a childlike heart, say back to the divine, "And I love you." Feel the circulation of the divine, unconditional love flowing in, around, and through you. Picture something that loves you beyond comprehension. Allow this exchange to nurture and bring you peace. Say to yourself, "I am willing for God's love to become the foundation of my life. I'm willing for God's unconditional love to flow through me at all times. When people see me, they see love. My life is guided by the indwelling spirit of love. Remember to love without a why. Love just because. Giving and receiving love is an action. Love is your source. It is who you are. It is the foundation of your life. Choose to circulate love. Allow love to flow through you and send ripples of love outward. Love is a spiritual quality in action. Love is the engine of evolution. Ernest Holmes called it the central flame of the universe. Loving builds, creates, explores, and discovers. It gets things done. Contemplate love as the desire of your soul to express itself in terms of creation. Love desires to express itself through you. You are the vessel required for love to express itself. Remember that you are the love of God. You are the open channel of love. You are here to love and be loved. I see you. I love you. This concludes our meditation for today. You might want to bring your awareness back to this time, this place. Take a deep breath and start moving your body, your hands, your arms. Take another deep breath, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste. He cut me off. This does conclude our meditation for today. Thank you for being here. And our celebration services start in about 14 minutes. So get up, talk to somebody, and enjoy yourself.
May love be in my heart. May I see with the eyes of love. May I hear with the ears of love. There is a power, a presence, one life of all, and no other power can exist outside of the infinite. One love, there can only be God's love. Oh yes, I know that I walk. Oh yes, I walk in the love of God. Oh, there is a wisdom, a knowing, a loving, and a truth. Whatever you need to know will come in God's way for you. Just say, until it's shown, I'll pray. I won't move until I know that I walk in the love of God. For the power, glory, the love of God is everywhere. I can feel it, it's everywhere. I can see it, it's everywhere. And I know in my heart, power, glory, the love of God is everywhere. Don't you see it, it's everywhere. Don't you feel it, it's everywhere. Don't you say in your heart, yes, I walk in the love of God. There is a power, a presence, one life of all, and no other power can exist outside of the infinite. One love, God's love. Oh yes, I know that I know. Ooh, in the love of God. The power and the glory and the love of God. I can feel it, yes, I can see it, it's, and I know in my heart the power, the glory, and the love of God is everywhere. Don't move, everywhere. Do you see it? It's everywhere. Be still. Everywhere. Do you see it? It's everywhere. Praise God. Everywhere. Do you see it? It's everywhere. Do you know in your heart? Yes, I walk in the love of God. There is a power, a presence, one life of all, and no other power can exist outside of the infinite. One love, God's love. Oh yes, I know that I walk. Oh yes, I walk in the love of God. I walk in the love of God. Yes,
morning, Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to another fabulous Sunday here in these fall crisp days. And isn't it wonderful? We were so excited to put on sweaters today. We were just like, oh, this is cool. Of course, about noon, I'm going to be pulling it off. But right now I'm enjoying it. So I want to say welcome to everyone who's joining us for the first time. It's so wonderful to have you here with us. We are thrilled. In the back of the seats in front of you is a connection card. If you'd like to give us a little information about yourself, we can add you to our newsletter so you can keep abreast of what's happening here at our center. We don't send out a ton of emails. We're really good about that. But if you'd like to stay in touch with us, we'd love to have a little information from you. I want to say good morning to everyone who's joining us online. If you would, turn and wave at that glass window back there. Joe's got the camera running for all of our online viewers. We have a very robust group of people that watch us live on Sunday mornings, and then quite a few other people that watch us throughout the week. So if you're interested in anything that we have to offer, our YouTube channel is phenomenal. You just saw a little commercial for it that Joe put together. We have meditations. We have wonderful music by our music ministry, and all kinds of recaps of my talks, short ones, longer ones, whatever you want to find on there. There's all kinds of things to help you have that little midweek boost for your spirituality there. We're going to kick it off with some music. What are we singing?
Brand New Life.
Brand New Life.
Yes.
Brand New Life. If you'd like to stand and join us, the words are going to be on the screens around you, and David's here to sing with us today.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Yeah,
good morning.
David. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. Yo, now, look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. All right, greet your neighbor at this time if you're comfortable doing so.
I think we need one of those songs that tell people that it's time to... I watched the Great British Bake Off, and they have a really good one. We should try that one. Time is running to an end. I'm so glad you're enjoying this community here today. So no worries whatsoever. All right, we're going to shift our energy a little bit and invite up our practitioner of the day, Judy Petit, to give us our affirmation and our invocation. Judy.
Good morning. It's good to see you here. If you'll join me in the affirmation, it's up there. And look, I wrote it. How about that? Okay. Ready? I see the presence of the divine in everywhere and in everyone. As we recognize this sanctuary of love, the sanctuary filled with divine presence, as we recognize that we ourselves are a sanctuary of love, that we are sourced from love, we are created from love, we are created from the divine love, the unconditional love. And knowing this is so, we recognize its presence right here, right now, filling this space, multiplied and amplified by the presence of each individual here. I'm so grateful for this time to hear Reverend Laura's message, this time to connect with each other, this time to embrace the idea of love, the idea of belonging, the idea of peace and joy. For that is present right here, right now, and every moment of our lives. It's just waiting to be recognized. And in that full recognition, I know that all is well, that we are blessed. And so it is.
Let's sing it. A sanctuary as you, a sanctuary as you.
Thank you. Let's welcome David up again.
Of space, oh, it's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon, it's the love that's most deep. It's one power, it's what we are, it's one power. Forever in you and me, it's the power of love in you and me, one power. Thank you.
Aren't we blessed? Woo! Thank you, David. Thank you, Justin. I have to tell you a little story about that song. When I was in ministerial school, my dean was Reverend Dr. Kathy Hearn, who used to be the spiritual leader for Centers for Spiritual Living. And while she was a spiritual leader, she had an opportunity to go on the Abraham Trail, which is through all of the Middle East, where all the three Abrahamic religions were founded. So Islam and Judaism and Christianity are the Abrahamic religions. And so she was with all of these wonderful, high-level spiritual leaders from around the world. Archbishop of Canterbury was there. Desmond Tutu was there on this journey, and lots of different Catholic cardinals and Jewish rabbis and so forth, high-level people. And so one of the imams from the Islam faith said, "You guys got to hear this song." And so he starts playing One Power. And Dr. Kathy just starts beaming. She goes, "He's one of ours." So the author of this is Daniel Nahmod, and he grew up in Centers for Spiritual Living and wrote that song, One Power, which has been used by all different faith traditions to amplify that we are one, that there is only this one that is moving through each one of us, and it doesn't matter how we study it or what we think about it, it's all showing up for each one of us equally. So thank you for bringing that song to us today, guys. All right, so my talk title for today is Seeing the Sacred in All, this one power, this one presence. And I wanted to introduce a practice to you that has really helped me see spirit in everything. You've probably heard about this practice before, and it's about looking up. When Reverend Dr. Kathy Ann Lewis was here in June, she did a workshop, and in the workshop she had folks practicing this idea of looking up. I started taking a class with Dr. Kathy Ann in January. It's a year-long minister's class. And so she started talking about it then, and it was like, oh yeah, I remember that. And occasionally I would remember to do it. You know how that is. You know, when all else fails, we drop down and say, okay, I'll try this. But after Kathy Ann was here in June, I decided to implement this as a primary spiritual practice in my life. So I've been doing it now for almost 3 months. And I felt confident now that I could share some of the power of this practice with you today. And so this is what I'm going to be talking about today, is how we can see the sacred in everything by using this practice of looking up. So this idea of looking up, it's not just about a physical gesture. There's actually some scientific stuff, and I'll get into that in a little bit, scientific reasons why this is so powerful in our lives. It's a metaphysical practice that we do, metaphysical meaning beyond the physical, beyond what we can actually see and feel, something else begins to happen for us. It's a way of lifting our consciousness above the appearance of whatever's going on right now that's causing us a bit of distress. Anybody feeling any distress in the world right now? So this is a fabulous practice for this. And it's something that we do individually. And we don't have to talk about it with anybody else. We don't even have to tell anybody else we're doing it. It's a wonderful practice to help us see how the sacred is actually moving through times of challenge in our lives. So I started working with it. I'm a big researcher, so I decided that I needed to find out where this came from. So I did a search about where in the Bible does it say to lift our eyes. And so this is the first passage that I could find in this. This is from the book of Psalms. And it's, I will lift mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. I will lift my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. This is more than just a simple thing of looking outside of ourselves for help. I mean, when I read that passage, I think, oh, well, I'm not responsible here. I'm going to look for something else to save me. And, that kind of idea of like, I've got to find something and bring it into myself. The whole passage itself goes like this. I will lift mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Creator, which made the heaven and earth. I did change a word in there. I can't use the word Lord. I'm sorry. I got creator in there because that works for me better. I don't need a Lord or a Savior, and that's good for me. So, but in this one, it's like, okay, I'm not just looking outside of myself. I'm knowing that there's something there. And if I have this true understanding of what the Creator is and where the Creator resides, knowing that it is inside of me. Remember our statement that I gave last week about from the What We Believe statements. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, self-existent cause. That one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of the living Spirit. This is how I believe in God. This is what I believe is true about Spirit, that it manifested itself in me and that it shows up through me and that everything about me is the presence of the divine, but the divine is so much more than this one individual could ever be. And so that's my understanding of God. So now when I take this phrase from Psalms, I actually have a deeper understanding of what I'm talking about here. I'm not looking outside of myself. I'm looking for that creative force that's within me to bring about the solution that I need. This image right here is actually a picture that is framed and hanging above my computer at home. And it's hanging at a 45-degree angle because that's what we need to do when we look up. We need to look at a 45-degree angle. I was sitting in the seats earlier this morning, and I think if you guys look at the back of these lights, that would be about a 45-degree angle. So do that for a second. Keep your chin level. Don't lift your head up. Keep your chin level and lift your eyes up. Do you feel a little stress when you do that? Do you feel a little bit of tension in your eyes when you look up? I'm going to talk about that. So, you know me, I like to go back to all of our New Thought authors. And so the first one I could find that talks about this is the one that Dr. Kathy Ann studies, is Emma Curtis Hopkins, who says that keeping our eyes up is what she calls practicing the high watch. Practicing the high watch. And we have practitioners sitting in the room right now, and we say that they are in high watch, which just means they are raising their consciousness above the level of any discord that's happening in the world. And so that's what we're meaning when we say the high watch here. Emma Curtis Hopkins is known as the teacher of teachers. She taught our founder, Ernest Holmes, in the 1920s about these 12 principles that she has for connecting with spirit and moving through having challenges in your life and moving through the way that we can in a more spiritual, connected way. And so she talks about this practice of keeping the high watch. She taught her students to lift their consciousness above the problem. Lift your consciousness up above the problem, to look beyond the appearances and look for the spirit working in that situation. So lift our eyes above the consciousness. We do that physically when we raise our eyes up. We actually physically do that, and that is a reminder that we are lifting our consciousness above the appearance of problems. It is for us to remember that God is omnipresent. It's always available right then in every situation, and that it is not absent or delayed or conditional in any way. God is totally active right there. God is always unfolding itself for the highest and greatest good of all. It is here now, always, simply waiting our recognition of it. And so when we practice looking up, we are no longer looking at the circumstances at this plane of existence right here, but we're looking through the circumstances or above the circumstances to the presence beyond them. One of our other wonderful spiritual teachers is Joel Goldsmith. And he says in his work, Practicing the Presence, this is turning the gaze of the soul Godward. We're turning the gaze of the soul Godward. And so this is about cultivating an inner seeing, about cultivating an ability to see beyond the circumstances and to see with the spiritual eye, or with the eye of the soul, as he would call it. It's a spiritual vision that perceives the invisible, knowing that God is the invisible, that is active in the appearances or the visible here. And so when we look above these appearances, or we look through the soul's gaze Godward, then we are looking with our heart's eye as opposed to our physical eye. We are actually being able to connect at a deeper place of understanding with spirit as opposed to being at the effect of what's happening around us. This practice transforms our relationships, our work, everything about us. It transforms how we react in everyday situations or in times of stress or turmoil. Because we begin to experience what the mystics call the seamless garment of God. The seamless garment of God. And that means that there is not a place where God is not present. It is a seamless garment. There's no end to it. And God exists in this ever-present idea. Our own founder, Ernest Holmes, calls it this in the Science of Mind textbook. He says it's seeing with the eye of spirit. And so for Holmes, the sacred act of looking up was equivalent to shifting from an intellectual knowing, which we're all really good at that, to a spiritual seeing. To know, again, with the heart. To know beyond appearances what is actually happening. To be able to see the presence of the divine in everything. So this idea of looking up then is not denying the circumstances that are happening around us, but it's aligning ourselves more with spiritual truth. Because ever present here are these things that are actually happening. To deny them would be foolish. They're here, we can see them, we can experience them, we know they're happening. But there is a truth about them that is beyond the appearance. There's a truth about them that connects us with Source in a little bit different way. So this is not about ignoring the pain of the world, but seeing beyond it to that divine pattern of wholeness that exists within everything. When we look up, we align with these divine ideas, this pattern of wholeness. We align ourselves with that. We are not stuck in the situation that's happening right there, but we are able to see beyond that to the infinite possibilities that exist as health, as harmony, as supply, as peace, as understanding. All of those things that might be absent in this situation that we're experiencing right now. Ernest says this in the Science of Mind. We must lift our thought above the confusion if we are able to see the truth that sets us free. We must lift our thought above the confusion if we are able to see what sets us free. The confusion is going to keep us stuck, keep us mired down in the problems of the world right now. But lifting our eyes above that, we can see the possibility that exists right there. So let me give you a practical example of this. So if you're in an airplane, I'm sure most of us have experienced this at one point or another. As you're taking off, you got to fly through some clouds, right? Oftentimes we are getting there and we've got to get up to whatever 30,000 feet of cruising altitude, and we have to go through these clouds. And as we're going through the clouds, what are we experiencing? Turbulence, right? Turbulence is happening because those clouds are also filled with water and rain and wind and all of the things that keep the clouds formed as a cloud, and we've got to move ourselves through them. Sometimes we are even actually flying through a pretty severe storm. And, it's one of those times when we're white-knuckling it as we're going through this storm. But what happens when we get beyond the clouds? Sunshine, blue skies, well, unless it's nighttime. But anyway, it's clear. It's clear above the clouds. So we've got these clouds here. That's the confusion. That's the turmoil. That's the thing that we have to move beyond. And if we think we are stuck in those clouds, that we're never going to move beyond them, then fear comes. Then worry comes. Then doubt comes. Then sometimes anger comes. Depending on what your experience is of being in that those tumultuous clouds that are moving around you. But once we get above that, it's just smooth sailing. We just nice and easy. We don't have to worry about that. The clouds, the turbulence is not affecting us much. And so if we think about that, if we think that we can lift our eyes above those clouds and see that spiritual truth that's out there, because the truth is that blue sky is always available. It's always there. We're just blocked by these cloud covers, these storms that are happening in our lives right now. And so this is like a mirror to what we're experiencing here. So consciousness rises above the turmoil there. So if we lift our eyes up and we see the spiritual truth of the blue skies and no wind and rain, then we know that we are at peace with that. That's the spiritual truth. That's the high consciousness that we're seeking. But if all we can think about is what's happening in this level here, then we're at the effect of it. As Joel Goldsmith says, we're like a pendulum blowing whichever way the wind goes. And so we want to be able to lift ourselves above the situations that are happening. So if we refuse to lift our eyes up, if we are really dead set on staying in that turmoil that's happening around us, then we are dwelling in this idea of lack and limitation. We think that this is the only way it could possibly be. But lifting our eyes up gives us a glimpse of the infinite possibilities that are available to us. And so, looking at that as a practical way, Ernest says that to see the divine in everything is to make everything divine. And so if I'm in this storm, if I'm in this turmoil that's going on, then I have to be able to see the divine in that. And the only way I can do that is to look above it, is to lift my eyes up above the appearance that's happening right here, right now. This is what we call seeing the sacred in all. And when we live this way, when we practice this idea of looking up, we begin to see the sacred in every situation that we're faced with. It takes a lot of practice. As I said, I've been working with it now for almost 4 months. And sometimes I still have to remember to do it. Sometimes I'm caught in the situation before I remember to lift my eyes up. It's happening much more frequently now, but it is a practice, and it's something that when I get fearful, when I get angry, when I get worried about what's happening in the world, when I hear something on social media or watch it on the news, and I get all caught up in that situation, sometimes it takes me a minute or two to remember to lift my eyes up. But every single time I do it, I feel relief. I feel that there is possibility available out there. I see the presence of the divine happening right there. I know that it's just not being realized by the people that are caught up in the turmoil, that are caught up in the problem there. And so the thing is that we can't just wait for all the conditions down here to be perfect before we begin to practice having our eyes lift up. We need to begin to do that for ourselves right now. And as we do it for ourselves, others begin to experience the calmness that's available through us right there. And so this the mystic doesn't wait for everything to be perfect down here before they begin to practice. The mystic actually begins to practice right then in the middle of the turmoil and so forth. So as many of you know, I'm a former science teacher, and so I always like to find, is this really true? What's happening here? Am I actually experiencing something, or is this some kind of placebo effect that's happening in my mind? So I did a little research and came up with the science behind all of this. And I was so thrilled to find out when I started doing this. The first name that popped up was one of my professors from my master's degree program in ministerial school, Andrew Newberg. And Andrew Newberg is a director of research and a professor and doctor of neurology and radiology at Thomas Jefferson University Hospital. And so he, along with his partner, Mark Wahlberg, have written several books about what they call neurotheology. And so the book that we used in the class I took was Spirituality in the Brain. And in that book, it was How God Changes Your Brain was the title of the book in there. And so it was fascinating to find this information when I did a little Google search here to talk about it. I have this printed out on the table at the back. If you guys want to see the science yourself, it's all right there. There's a lot of it here. I'm not going to go through everything. But the actual science of this is when we lift our eyes up, it activates let me get the name right, it activates the dorsal attention network, which is the parietal lobe, parietal cortex, and the frontal eye fields. which governs our spatial awareness and our emotional and attentional control. So it governs what we can put our attention on. It governs some of the emotions that go along with that. When we look up, this is how they put it. In simple terms, looking up wakes up your brain's alertness system. When you do this, you should feel that muscle strain, that little bit of a muscle strain in your eyes. So if you keep your chin level and you look up 45 degrees, you should feel a little bit of an eye strain. That eye strain is important. That eye strain is important because this is what we engage the superior rectus and the inferior oblique muscles, which are powerful muscles that actually activate the cranial nerve and the ocular proprioceptors. Got me. But what I thought was fascinating about that is when we do that, guess what gets released? Dopamine and serotonin. All right, so that's what we're getting at now. Dopamine and serotonin, things that make us feel good. It is almost impossible, and this has been my experience over the last 3 or 4 months here, it is impossible for me to stay worked up about the situation down here when I'm looking up. I find myself, as I look up, within 10, 15 seconds, I'm smiling. And that's just been kind of amazing for me. It's like, oh, look at that. You know? I can't stay stuck in the mire and the muck and the confusion and the anger and the fear and the turmoil of what's going on in the world if I lift my eyes up. Exactly. So, there's a lot of those words like proprioceptors. But I just want to end with this one. It says, as we lift our eyes, neurons fire differently, the brainstem awakens, the mind brightens, and the heart opens. The very act of looking up is an embodied affirmation of hope. Don't we all need that right now? That embodied affirmation of hope. No matter what's going on in our world, if we're having a health challenge for ourselves, an embodied feeling of hope would be pretty powerful right now. If we're having financial struggles, an embodied feeling of hope makes everything look a little brighter. And maybe it's not all on me to figure it out. As we are faced with all of the challenges happening in our world right now, an embodied feeling of hope sure brings a new lightness to things and makes us see things differently than what we did before. This practice of lifting our eyes up, the psychology of it, the physiology of it, is a neural-spiritual gesture that opens awareness from the personal to the universal. A neural-spiritual gesture that takes us out of the feelings that we're having personally and takes us more into that universal consciousness. I have a little graphic here. It says, as we lift our eyes, the neurons fire differently, the brainstem awakens, the mind brightens, and the heart opens. This is what happens to us when we begin to do some of these practices. I did some research trying to find out how far back this went, if there was any reference to it before the Hebrew Bible. And I couldn't find anything specific, but then I started thinking about it. It's like when people pray throughout the centuries, what are they doing? They're looking up. We put our hands here and we look up. Or we open our hands this way and we look up. Unfortunately, it's been associated that God is up there. I don't think that was the reason for it. I think it's because something really begins to shift in us physiologically when we look up. We begin to have a different experience of life around us as we look up. And so to do this practice, it's pretty simple. first thing you need to do is pause. As soon as you realize you're stuck in a situation, pause. That usually takes the longest because we get caught up in the situation. When you find yourself discouraged, stop and literally look up. Take a deep breath and feel the Spirit filling up you. Pause. I have that sign above my computer to remind me to pause and to look up. Use whatever works in your world. As I was driving here this morning, I thought, well, geez, anywhere I face in this town, any direction I'm going, because I go all the different directions to get here, any which way I'm going, if I look up, I'm going to see the horizon above the mountains. And so I thought to myself, those mountains now can become a visual clue to remind me to look up. Find something that works for you. If you're at work, put something above your desk. Even if you put it on the top of your computer screen, you're going to be looking up a little bit. Find some way of doing that. If you're at home, find a spot where you sit and meditate or sit and contemplate. Or maybe it's the spot where you sit and watch the news. And put a little picture up there that reminds you to look up. If anybody wants that little graphic I did, I'm happy to send it to you. You know me, I love making graphics, so just send me an email and I'll get it to you. So pause and lift your gaze. Physically lift your eyes up. And then remind yourself of the presence. Remind yourself that Spirit is at work here. That there is not a spot, no matter what the situation is, where God is not present. It's simply waiting for us to recognize its presence there. You could say to yourself, right here where I am, God is. Or you could use our little closing affirmation, there is only one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. Whatever it takes for you to remember that. Affirm the presence of the divine. And then there's always room for gratitude. To bless this experience, to bless the realization that you've had, to bless the shift of your feelings inside. Just give a little thank you. Mine's usually, I'm smiling and I say, thank you, God. Thank you for this reminder. Because the truth is, the world right now needs our upward gazes. The world right now needs more of us to remember the spiritual truth. To remember that Spirit is always active. Find some way of reminding yourself of that. This morning on Facebook, I had the best reminder ever of all of those frogs in Portland. People dressed as frogs in Portland. I thought, oh, if this isn't God in action, I don't know what is. What a beautiful demonstration of Spirit showing up as infinite possibility in a way that uplifts consciousness. In a world that's so full of division and despair and conflict, our consciousness looking up becomes a form of service. It becomes one of the highest forms of service because it uplifts the collective vibration. As we uplift our consciousness, others around us feel it. And maybe, just maybe, there'll be a shift in the way that they respond to something too. When we see the sacred in everything, we become instruments through which that sacred expresses itself. When I can stand here and sing one power and know it at the depth of my being, that nothing exists outside of that one power, then I bring a consciousness of unity and a consciousness that is filled with infinite possibilities to every situation I'm in. Looking up allows this joy to move through us. It allows us to see the beauty. It actually allows us to create more beauty. And then it allows us to become that beauty in action wherever we go. So I have a little affirmation for us. Let's repeat this together. Well, you can repeat after me. That'll make it easier. I lift mine eyes to the source of my being. I see God everywhere. In all, as all, and through all. I look up and I am lifted. Lifted. And so it is. Let's take this into prayer. I invite our practitioners to stand and surround us, holding us in that high watch constantly. All right. And so we just take this moment and breathe in, knowing that that very breath we breathe is the breath of the divine. It surrounds us. It moves through us. It shows up as us in all that we are and all that we do. For truly, there is no place where spirit is not active, where spirit is not present, where spirit is not that infinite possibility. And so knowing that all creation is one with the divine, I know that I too am an expression of that one power, that one presence, that one divine creative love intelligence that has brought forth everything into existence. And because I know this is true for me, I know this is true for each one of us. I know that we are all a perfect emanation of a powerful love that needed to create more and more and more of itself. And so knowing this truth, I speak my word. I know that the presence of the divine is active in every single situation in our world. And I know that we activate it deeper and more greatly by lifting our consciousness, by raising our eyes and recognizing that presence that was always there. When we do this, we give it a place to operate in ourselves, in our experience, and in the world around us. This is a high and holy act of service. Service to ourselves, service to our community, and service to our world. And I know that this service, this lifting of consciousness, is what the world needs now. And I'm so grateful to know this. I'm so grateful to feel it. I'm so grateful to be the place where it operates. And so I release this word into the law, into that creative mind that always says yes, that brings itself to every experience and allows infinite possibility to unfold. I let it go and I let it be. And together we say, so it is.
I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealing I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealing I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you. Thank you, practitioners. Beautiful. So now we have an opportunity to support our community financially. We are a 501c3 religious nonprofit, and we receive most of our funding through your generous donations. And so we have several ways that you can give online. We have Zelle, text to give, and a button on our website. Kaylee and Kelly are at the back table. They are willing and ready to help you with anything that you need. And of course, we're happy to accept cash and check donations here today. So if you would, put your hands over your heart, that heart space where the presence of the divine is felt so easily. Would you repeat after me? This gift I give.
This gift I give
Goes forth from me.
goes forth from me.
Does amazing and miraculous things.
Does amazing and miraculous things.
And returns to me in kind.
And returns to me in kind.
Pressed down and overflowing.
Pressed down and overflowing.
And so it is.
So it is.
What are we singing?
All I give. All I give.
All I give. Words are on the screen if you'd like to sing along with us.
Back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly.
And we are so abundantly blessed. We are so grateful for every gift that has been given here today. For all those that are coming through electronically, we know that we are generously blessed in so many ways. And so it is. Thank you. David.
Nobody can tell ya there's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell ya, 'cause it hangs them up to see someone like you. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song. Nobody else sings along. You're gonna be knowing the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going just to do your things, the hardest thing to do. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You're gonna be knowing the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going just to do your things, the hardest thing to do. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You're gonna be knowing the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going just to do your things, the hardest thing to do. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. if you must be going, well, I will understand. 'Cause you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Yes, we're gonna make our own kind of music, sing our own special song, make our own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Thank you, Justin. So good to have him back. Woo!
Thank you, guys. Whew, that was wonderful. Okay, just a couple of announcements here. Did you guys see the pile of food out there? Aren't you amazing? Give yourselves a hand. This is wonderful. Poor Wilson's got to carry it all now, but you know, he is grateful too. So, what's his last name? Scott. What's Scott's last name? Peters? Scott Peters, the director of the program, is going to be here next week to thank us. So, anyway, thank you guys. We're going to be doing this quarterly, so if you weren't able to give this time, think about it for the next one. The list will stay the same, but we are so grateful to be able to support the community in such a way. And our Dress for Success program starts next week. We will be collecting clothes for Dress for Success, which is a program that helps women get back into the workplace. They do a lot more than clothe the women, but this is one of the things that makes it easy for us to contribute. So if you have some gently used clothes, professional attire of some sort, doesn't have to be like suits, but you know, something that casual workwear that people could wear, or scrubs, or what do they say, scrubs and polo shirts, things like that. If you're doing hosiery, makeup, or undergarments, they need to be new, not anything used. But other than that, we're happy to. They also are taking like jewelry and purses and shoes. So, you know, I know a lot of us are cleaning things out and might have some of that stuff. So we'll be collecting that on the 19th and the 26th right here. And if you can bring the stuff on hangers, great. They prefer it to be on hangers, but if you can't, that's wonderful too. And we'll have a team here to collect the stuff on the 19th and the 26th. We have a new class starting in November. This is going to be on Wednesday nights. This is Poetry of Rumi. It's a 4-week class. We haven't taught it here before. And so it's going to be an excellent opportunity to dive deeply into the number one selling poet in the world. It's 13th century Rumi. But it's wonderful work, and it's all about developing that deep and personal connection with spirit. So if you're interested in that, it's $97 for the 4 weeks, $87 if you are a CSL member. So if you're interested in that, you can find out more information on our website or our e-blast, and or talk to Christine's here. Christine, raise your hand. She's back there. She's going to be one of the facilitators, so meet her after service, and she'll be able to help you with information about that. Our glorious bookstore is here, available this week and next week, our pop-up store. I know Kelly has been shopping like a crazy person. I saw wonderful new things, and I'm thinking, darn it, I'm trying to not buy stuff, but hey, I might have to have that. And Merlon has created some new beautiful bowls. The offering trays were created by Merlon, so you can get an idea of the work that she does with resin and beautiful affirmations and things like that. So we've got some stuff over there. There are books and all journals and all kinds of things. So take a gander at that. We will have it up this Sunday and next Sunday. Our Walking the Path group meets here every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. This is a discussion group. They take the Science of Mind magazine article for the day. There's a daily reading in Science of Mind magazine. And they will see where it leads them. They start discussing that and see where the topic leads them for each time. It's a wonderful group. We usually have about 8 to 12 people here, so it's a great opportunity to talk a little bit more about the Science of Mind principles. Our Fun and Games is this coming Friday at 6:30 Judy right here in the front, who gave us our affirmation and invocation, is in charge of that. So if you want any information about that, see her. Next Saturday is my monthly Zentangles group. So if you're interested in doing drawing as a meditative experience, I just read an article that called this yoga for the brain. So there you go. Yoga for the brain. That's the only kind of yoga I'm ever going to do. And then following that, Kelly Marshall and I are doing a wonderful workshop on Rock Your Rituals, where we're going to talk a little bit about how we can use crystals and crystal tools and things like that to help enhance our spiritual practice and to give us a little bit more awareness about what's going on. Kelly has put together a beautiful selection of stones that you will get, which is more than $25, which is what the cost for this is. You're going to get more than $25 back in stones for it. If you'd like to see them, she's got them laid out on the table in the back there. So if you're interested in this, it's 1 to 4 next Saturday here in the sanctuary. And then on Sunday is our women's circle. They meet at 2:30 here in the sanctuary. And following that is our rhythm, sound, and soul group, which is a drumming, chanting, dancing, movement kind of group. It's really wonderful. A great experience of connecting with spirit in a different way, through movement, through chanting, through drumming, and all of the vibrational things that happen with that. So it's wonderful. And then finally, we have our moment of prayer available in our prayer room over here, which is right across the hall. Judy will be standing at the door there, and she will direct you into one of our practitioners for a personal spiritual mind treatment. If you have anything wonderful going on in your life and you'd like to keep it happening, go see a practitioner. If you're having a challenge right now, go see a practitioner. They're really good at knowing truth for you. All right, would you stand, please? And if you're comfortable, grab a hand in a nice and friendly way. And would you repeat after me? There is only one life. That life is God.
Life is God.
That life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is my life now.
That life is my life now.
Have a beautiful and blessed week. We'll see you next week.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. 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 Have a great week, everybody.